Hi. Little Max, he's getting old. I think he is around 12 to 13. Yeah, he's getting to be an old fella, but still nice and healthy. He's enjoying the weather, so you'll be by yourself with the other cats for 2 weeks, huh? Well boys, how are you all getting on, and welcome back to another video. Now, it's another random vlog. What number is this now? 3? Shush. Jesus, it is warm in here. But anyway, if you boys didn't know, in about 5 days time, I am leaving the country and going on a 2-week holiday to Benedict, Brittany, France. I think that's it. Yeah, I've been there before. The OGs will remember the Off the French Coast series. I'm going to be redoing that, hopefully. And I'm going to go for bass, pretty much everything, but literally the campsite we're going on is right next to the beach, so I can go out in the mornings, do everything. My main goal is to get a bass. Don't really mind what size, as long as I get one, I'm happy. I have to go into town today to get some lures, pliers, super glue, clothing, all that stuff for the holiday. I'd rather get stuff done now as opposed to last minute, so that's what I'm doing. But I'm in the shed right now. This is where I do all my work. As you can see, I am currently working on 2 homemade lures. This will be a video coming in the future. That's a crankbait I've made. I just need some super glue, which I do not have. And then this is a jerkbait I was going to make, but while I was drilling the lead holes, it's split in half. So yeah, I'm going to have to glue that and then re-drill that. But yeah, that's the job. This is a homemade priest, and what I'm currently doing with this is I've just drilled a hole and I'm going to put lead into it, so it's a bit heavier, it's a bit light now. And that's just an attempt at a wolf tail lure I'm going to make in the winter, but the wood in it is not great, so that's probably a scrap one. And that there is my big bag of baking soda. Right boys, I'm just back from town. I completely forgot to film, but I got everything I needed. So I got Savage Gear Seeker in white, because everyone tells me the Seekers do well, but I didn't have the pre-rigged one, so I had to get the line through one, but it'll be grand. They're just like a spoon. They're very good, like for long distance or against like tides or whatever. I got some shibiki rigged for the mackerel. I'll probably get some more when I'm in France, but I've heard shibikis are the best, so yeah, got them. 2 different types. That's for the stuff in the shed. I finally got all-term pliers, if I just focus. So it's got a split ring tool at the top, and it's also got the crimp yokes, and then on the side it's got a cutter. So I was going to get trebles, but he recommended me to get singles, and I've heard bass anglers say singles do tend to be better, and they were cheap, so I got 2 of them. Apparently that's everything I'm bringing with me so far. Still have to sort through and get the rest of this. Now that I've got the super glue from town, geez, I'm a little bit burnt, but yeah, got super glue, which means I can now seal this bait. So I've applied the glue to the leads first. I have not done the lip yet. I gotta adjust it to make sure it's fine, because it's a little bit uneven at the moment. I've also added the glue to that. I still have to do the bottom of it. See over here, there's loads of cracks for when the wood broke. You want to seal all that with baking soda before you apply the super glue. It's kind of hard to do on camera, but I'll just apply a little bit, but then you just run your finger along. Normally I do it with 2 hands, but yeah, you see the way there, it's sealing in all the cracks, and then you get your super glue and then you sand it all down, and then that is fully fine to continue on. Each fella is just enjoying the sun, aren't you? Huh? But I've just given the wood its super glue bath. I've put all the eyes for the hooks on, and as you can see, I put a bit of baking soda there just to give it its shape, and now it's actually fully round. Now I'm going to paint it white. Alright boys, so I've given it its first coat of white. I'm going to give it 2 coats. There we go. Boys, it is the next day, and I know this video's a bit all over the place, and I actually just realised I'm wearing the same shirt. I'll be showing you the lures because I forgot to do it yesterday, but first, I've given that its 2nd coat of paint. I'm going to cut out the chamfer lines for this today, and I'm starting another one. I'm just cutting the sides of it, and I've painted and added the lead to the priest. Before I go in, I have to do a few jobs, because actually I only realised today is actually Thursday. I thought it was Wednesday. So the one thing I actually got to do, because we have 2 cats that are getting taken care of in the house, 2 friends are going to come over and they're going to feed them and take care of them for us. But Max likes to sleep in here, and this needs a full clean out. And I also got to make a bed for him in there. That's another place he goes into. That's the amount of snails and what they've done to the cardboard. I'm gonna put a proper bed in here for them. But wash the inside of this, put the bed in, put the towel on top of the bed because he seems to like the towels, and put it back. It's alright, so I won't keep you boys up. What the f do you want? You're giving out already. So I'm just going to go over everything that I'm bringing with me. I've actually thought real hard about what I'm going to bring and my strategies and stuff. First of all, that is the cleanest this will ever be. Yeah, this is all the rods I'm using. So in total, I'm going to bring 3. Obviously my sea bass rod, 9.6. My light rod, it's 5 to 18 gram. And obviously my ultralight urban rod, 1 to 8 gram. So I am bringing the Skyliner and I've replaced the braid. It is £27. And then obviously I'm bringing my pen rat, which will be the main reel I use. And I'm going to be using the same £27 braid. And then for leaders, for a mullet, I have gone for £3 mono. And then for the bass fishing, I have some £15 fluorocarbon, which should be okay. I'm hoping it's strong enough anyway. I'm not going to go through absolutely everything, but I'm just going to go through the basics. So I've got Ned rigs for wrasse, I've got shibinki feathers for the mackerel, 2 different types. I think that one's going to be the killer. And I'm going to be using just 80 gram leads. And then for the mullet, I am bringing 3 types of hooks. I am bringing size 12 wide gape, and size 14s. And then I'm bringing a couple floats with me, just for float fishing some worms. Some more leads for mackerel. £10 leader for the drop shotting. These are some pre-tied float and bottom rigs, which I'm probably going to fish worms on for smaller species. Wire cutters, I probably won't need them, but I'm bringing them anyway. Hook sharpener, this is going to be crucial, especially when I'm fishing around the rocks and stuff. This is going to be my LRF stuff, so I've just got me perch lures, craws, small jigs, all that, small Texas rigs, drop shots, just all in that box. This is all my float fishing stuff. I've gone for a gum shield box, and I've got leads, beads, float stops, swivels, and the line and all that, so yeah. This is sort of my terminal tackle box. So as you can see, I've got Texas rig hooks, single hooks with which I've attached a few swivels to. I've got about 5 there. On this side I've got all my trebles in different sizes. I've got silver, which I don't really like silver trebles, but they're there anyway. And I keep all my split rings in there as well. And then in here I've got my clips, which I'm going to be using. Nail weights for the gravity sticks and rattles and swivels. Then in here I've got all my small hooks for float fishing and bottom fishing. I've got all my bullet weights, which I've made. The bottom gear stuff and I'm not going to get this wrong, they are 2 picks. Then here's all my mackerel and bass hard, like metal lures. I've got 2 Weston salties. These are going to be great for mackerel. I've got 2 colours. This is an old Weston yoke I got at a Dublin festival. It's a sea trout lure, but a lure just looks like a sand eel. I don't know if I'll be using it, but it's there anyway. The Savage Gear Seeker, which I'm definitely going to use, which you've seen. I brought the Toby spoon for some shallow water mackerel in case they're there. And I've got some red gills. That's my terminal tackle box. Then obviously my gravity stick box, which you've seen before. And I put on all of the Texas rigs. Then this is the rest of the bass lures. So I've got 2 top waters. These are loud walkers. That's like a pachinko. The fish black minnow, that's like a rip-off sand eel lure, which I just have as a backup in case it's rocky ground. This is the fish crazy eel. This is definitely going to get used. The Savage Gear sand eel version 2 weedless and a J-hook version 2 sand eel. Then this here is the Joseri crystal minnow in mackerel, and I've put single hooks on it. And then this is a lure that I had to add my own lead into, but it looks like a little mackerel. It's a jointed lure. It's a knockoff for Pala, but it'll do the job. I've got a pop walker, which I've put singles on. I've got a gravity stick and the surf walker. And that is everything that I'm going to be using. But I gotta continue with some work, so I'm gonna get that done and then we can work on the lures in the shed again. Cat's bed is all clean, and this bed is ready as well. So I'm pretty much sorted. I gotta clear a bit of this away, but that's it. So another update, we're pretty much finished. I've given this one more coat and it's drying. I've actually done a lot to this bait. This was the wood. See, I've cut all the lines, I've smoothed it out, I have to smooth it out more. I've added the lead, the baking soda, and I've put in one of the hook hangers. So yeah, that's that. I've put the lead into this and I'm about to add the resin to it. So that's the plan. The resin is now applied. What I'm going to do now is leave it for the night. I think that's me done now. But tomorrow we still have to bring Max to the vet. And we also have to finish these, so yeah. You have to go to the vet. Look, I know he's tired and all, but come on, Max, you have to get yourself checked. Mac, he's not too happy, is he? Well, boys, it is the next day. This fella is feeling a lot better. He was all purrs this morning and his fur is still a little bit matted, but he's looking the part. So I've actually done a lot to this bait. I've added both hook hangers, I've added a lip, and I've done one coat of white as well as the super glue bath. And what? Yep, I'm going to do the second coat of white on this, and then that is ready until I come back more energetic than normal. I have finished. I have added the line ties, the lead, the eye sockets, and what I'm going to do is I've made the wire for the rubber tail. I need to do a twist wire, but I will. And that is going to go at the back like that. That is everything I have to do up to date. Obviously I have to do a little bit more packing, but I won't keep you by Max. But I won't keep you boys occupied with that. I want to say thank you so much, boys, for watching this video, and I will see you in a couple of weeks. I want to say bye. Good luck, boys, and I will see you soon.